It's a cold Friday afternoon in the middle of December. It rarely snows heavily in this part of Arizona, so just to be safe, the school issued a shutdown of the school after the governor declared a raging snowstorm would overtake Scottsdale, Arizona. Bob's partner, Dan, had rung him up while he was fixing up a 70s classic at his job at the car repair shop. The hours were many and the wages were the complete opposite, but ironically enough, this job is what paid the bills at home, so he wasn't one to complain. As soon as he got the call from his son's school, he stopped his work, getting his coworker to take over duty for him.
It'll only be 15 minutes tops, Joe, and you can wring my neck if I go over that.
Wring your neck? I think I'll have to do more than that considering it's my break now.
Although he had not had that great luck in his life, from always being the center of attention for the wrong reasons, whether it be from abusing alcohol and drugs or his dysfunctional family, he had never had a truly good point in his life up until now. Everything seemed to be going the best it could have gone in all of his 26 years of life. He joked over his beaten-up old Camaro he had gotten from his pops, who died just the previous year of a life-threatening cancerous disease. Starting the car, it makes a low rumble and takes a minute to get the engine running, but eventually he starts driving towards his son, Damien's, school which fortunately happens to be only a couple miles away from his place of work. Today the line of cars is also significantly long. As he was pulling into the driveway, he saw Damien standing under the tree waiting for him. He calls out,
Yo, Pops, get in the car quick. I have to drop you off and get back to work.
Damien walks up to the car, opens the almost broken door, and gets in. The father and son exchange a couple words here and there during the ride. As he was driving through the jaggedy roads, he noticed a police car trailing right behind him. He didn't pay much heed to the police car, as it was normal for all the cars to be driving behind one another on the crowded one-way street. He turned up to the radio to hear the latest news about the sudden snowstorm in the area. At one point during the drive, however, he heard the police sirens blaring. He dismissed the sound because he knew that he had done nothing wrong. The siren continued to blare, and he heard some faint talking from the speakers. Pull over to the side of the road.
He was confused and didn't realize the police were calling out to him, so he continued to drive. Damien said, Papa, pull over, the police are telling you to stop the car. In his head, he started to think if he was going above the speed limit or if he broke any of the driving rules. He told himself,
I must have been going above the speed limit without realizing because I have to get back to work.
He began to slow down the car and pulled over to the side of the road near the leafless trees. The police sirens finally stopped and the police officer exited his car and walked up to Bob's beaten-up Camaro. Bob rolled down the window and the officer asked,
Do you know why I pulled you over?
I must have been driving over the speed limit, sir. I apologize, but I was trying to drop off my kiddo and get back to work.